Hello, hello. I am so excited to be popping on, primarily because for the past few weeks I've been really wanting to share with you the power of an egg. And I know, yes, like an egg, one of these. And I know it sounds silly, but in January we had the kickoff for Unleashed, which is my year-long group coaching program for women. And I asked each of the ladies to bring an egg to our kickoff and didn't tell them why. I really just had this idea come through me maybe a month in advance of our session, but it had made such a profound impact on myself, just the concept, and I'm going to share it with you now, that I knew I had to share it with them. So halfway through the session, each of the leaders had finally revealed their big goal for the year. And when we talk about a big goal, it was anything ranging from somebody wanting to generate $500,000 in their business. So, like, I guess you could say like a physical, tangible goal. Another person wanting to really change the culture of the organization where they're a leader. And then we had some being goals. What I mean by being is who do you become when, let's say, you decided to fill your cup first every day, and before you poured into other people, who would you be if you poured into yourself? Or for me, I have a being goal this year, which is to be an expression of love with every person that I come in contact with. Okay, being goal versus a tangible goal, and we're not going to break down the difference, but I asked everyone to bring an egg. And after I had them hold the egg while they shared their goals. And then at the end, I said, okay, everybody shared what it is that they're creating in 2021. And I said, okay, and you're all holding the egg. And I said, this is exactly how I want you to hold your goal throughout the year. And they all kind of looked at me like, what do you mean hold it? And I said, well, how are you holding the egg? And there was a little bit of silence because really had to think about it. It's like, well, somebody said, carefully. And I said, okay, how else? Lightly. And I said, yeah, like carefully, lightly. We're not gripping it tightly. I'm not going to bust this egg on myself on camera, right? And we're not holding it so carelessly that we drop it and it cracks. So the reason I wanted to talk about the importance of holding our goals lightly is because this way of holding ourselves as well as our goals is really magical. And I want to tell you why. Because when you are gripping and fighting, again, I'm not going to crack it. I'm going to actually set it. No, I'm not going to set it down just yet. But if you are really struggling and straining and gripping and fighting, like what happens is your goal just shatters, right? It breaks, you don't actually get there, you feel horrible in the process, and you make a really big mess along the way, right? That's what happens when you can grip your goal so tightly. Now, if you hold it too loosely, right, same thing can happen. It falls out of your hands, like you lose focus, like there's no focus. But if you have a light holding of your goal, a light holding of your vision, right, for what it is that you're creating, then from this place, from this very relaxed, natural, light-filled place, you have the ability for things to come in and for things to move out. And you're not so closed off that you're not open to the possibilities that are found in this right here, right now, present moment. And you're not so clueless that you just let your goal roll off and, off onto the floor and break. But there's a lightness that allows us to respond versus react to every gift that's in the present moment that's leading us toward the dreams and the goals that we have. Now, what's so beautiful about holding our goals lightly is, and this is really where the biggest shift came in my life, it was knowing that I can hold this goal. I can hold it lightly. I can be in love with this goal. I can love on the goal. I can work towards it in a way that's very relaxed and natural. And at any given point in time, I can set my goal down. I can set it down. I don't know about you, but in the past, I've had moments where even in holding the goal lightly, there was something that didn't feel right. And because I had the goal and I was so committed to seeing it through, I forgot that at any point in time, we have a choice to set it down and to pick it back up when the time is right and you're in a place to truly hold yourself and the goal lightly. I don't have a lot of time to break down what it means to hold yourself lightly or hold your goal lightly, more so than I've shared in this video. But the main thing is, if you can have a lightness about your goals, about yourself, one could say maybe not take yourself so seriously or have everything be so life or death as you move towards your goals and dreams, that's when amazing things happen. So this egg and the egg that the leaders in Unleashed have been using as a reminder has been so powerful, because we're human and we have habitual ways of thinking and being and acting from just experience of life, that it's like, whoa, 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 I can slow down and I can see I may have been gripping and trying to move from a place of scarcity or fear. And I can see, probably want to hold the egg a little bit lightly. Or I can be so aloof and clueless and realize, oh, I completely dropped the egg on the floor, like I wasn't even holding it. But if I can remember that I can hold myself and my goal lightly, not take myself so seriously, but also be committed to holding myself in this goal lightly, again, that's when really amazing things happen. So that's what I wanted to share with each of you, was just this idea of holding your goals and holding yourself lightly. Because if the past year, maybe year and a half, hasn't taught us anything, we gotta hold ourselves lightly, right? We don't need things to be more difficult than they need to be. So like, loosen up, relax, love yourself, love your goals, set them down when you need to, pick them up when you can hold them lightly, and you will be so surprised what's waiting for you in this right here, right now, present moment, because you're not so gripped that you can't even see all the beauty and magic that's right here, right now. That's what I've got. I'm so excited to be sharing a couple more podcasts. I got, like I said, it's the year of the podcast interview for yours truly. So super excited, have 2 more shows to record. But in the meantime, I'll be back with some additional wisdom and fun things to share along this road and journey called life. Loving you all, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.